D-Man here. Just telling you, I hope you like this video. So let's get in to the video.
D-Man here, doing another short film review. This time it's a short, sort of horror film, but not really a horror film. Um, this this short film is called "He Took His Skin Off for Me." It's about this guy. You can see him on these pictures, like this guy right here, and this girl right here. So this guy here takes his skin off for this girl. um, but first, let's do the non-spoilers. That's that was a little spoiler, but let's do the non-spoilers first. So we're gonna do this like normal, non-spoilers first, then spoilers. So non-spoilers first. Um, I won't spoil it, but I'll try to explain the movie the best I can without spoiling it, I guess. Um, this movie was very interesting, I guess. It says it's a horror film, or it's implied that it's a horror film, I think. But it's not really that scary. There is a part at the end that I will tell you about in the spoiler section. Um, but yeah, it's not really that scary. It's just this weird kind of different film. And it's really interesting to say the least. That's all I can say about as of not being able to spoil it. It's interesting, and it's pretty much all I can say about it without spoiling it. So, anyways, let me rate this real quick before I go into the spoiler section. Uh, this 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 video, I would say it's about one being the worst, 10 being the best, five being just average. I would give it about a 6.5. Not exactly a 7, but not exactly a 6. A 6.5 because I'd probably watch it again. And it's a fairly good show. It's like a fairly good short film, only 11 minutes long. You can look it up on YouTube. Just look up "He Took Off His Skin for Me." And it's only 11 minutes long. So it's really short, and it's actually quite interesting to watch and just to see what happens. It's very monotone though, like very like it's not slow paced, but it's very just like monotone, just very in the middle pace sort of thing. But anyways, let's go to spoilers. So spoilers. So basically, this film starts off with this guy and his girlfriend or his wife. I'm not sure which one she is, a girlfriend or wife. I don't think they have wedding rings, so I think she's just their girlfriend. So she asks him to take off his skin for her, and she's narrating the story this whole time. So he does take off his skin for her because he loves her. Uh, I'm just saying, no matter how much I love someone, I'm not gonna take my skin off for you. um, one of the things that bugs me about this movie, by the way, is that even if you did take off your skin to the point where, like, you could actually see like the inside, like your flesh and stuff like that, eventually this would all turn to scar tissue. I'm just saying this would all turn to scar tissue. It wouldn't frequently be bleeding and stuff. But in the movie, it's frequently bleeding and stuff, so I, I guess that's the thing, right? Like in the movie, it's just frequently bleeding and stuff. But I'm just saying, real life, if you took off like your skin, what you wouldn't really do, but if you could, what you probably could, I guess, and survive. But if you did, it would eventually turn to scar tissue. It wouldn't just like constantly stay open. That's just weird. But whatever. In the show, it does constantly stays open for the whole show, for the whole short film, and this is over months and stuff. And he's losing clients at work. The gas bill's high because he's getting frozen every night because doesn't have any skin. But his girlfriend likes it for some reason, and people are kind of afraid of him, uh, because he has no skin. So people are kind of afraid of this guy because he looks freaky. Except his girlfriend, which likes him. Except by the end, she's sort of getting like I wish you wouldn't have done this. Although it was my idea for you to do it. Like I wish I wouldn't have said this to you. You know, I wish I wouldn't have made you do this. That's what my interpretation of her thoughts are. Um, but anyways, um, they just live out their lives as normal. She says like most things are normal, except she has to change the sheets and stuff, and she has to do a bunch of like change the sheets, clean the house and stuff. But she says like, oh, it's only like that's the least I could do for him. Even though, as I said, the skin would eventually turn to scar tissue, but whatever. But anyways, then she's like, that's the least I could do for him. But by the end, they lay in bed. They look at each other, and he's missing his skin at this point because he's just like, I made a mistake, but I can't put my skin back on. So they lay in bed. They look at each other, and he grabs her skin and starts. Well, it cuts away, but we assume that he starts peeling it off because he wants her to be just like him. You know, maybe it's a form of revenge, or maybe it's just a form of like, I'm lonely like this, so I need someone else to be like this. So I don't know exactly why. Like, I can see why he does it because like it's probably lonely, and plus he's probably pissed off that he did it in the first place. Although it's kind of his own fault because he listened to his girlfriend that told him to cut off his own skin, which is really stupid. Anybody ever says that to you, say no fucking way. Um, but yeah, like he just peels off her skin. At least that's what I assume he does because it ends abruptly at the end with her face in pain. Um, and that's kind of like the horror aspect, by the way. Like the ending is kind of like the horror aspect. But yeah, it's a pretty good short film, pretty interesting short film. I definitely suggest watching it. Um, and it just goes to show you, don't do everything that your lover says, no matter how cute they are. I definitely don't cut off your own skin. But anyways, that's my review. Hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always, my friends, stay sane.
D-Man here. Just remind you to subscribe by clicking here. It works on mobile. Or click here to watch my last video. It also works on mobile. Just remember, subscribe and stuff. Alright, bye-bye.